One of my favorite things about being self-employed is working around your own schedule. You don't have to wake up super early to get to work. You don't have to commute. You can just sleep in, wake up when you're ready, make a nice cup of coffee, and start your day nice and relaxed. Though recently Riley's been getting on me about not doing anything all day. So today when I went to make my coffee, I noticed that our coffee drawer was a little unorganized. So I decided to do something about it. Riley seemed to agree. I came up with a design that I liked and started generating the G-code. I decided each panel would hold 10 pods, as that's how Nespresso pods are sold. Once I generated the G-code, it was time to get started. I went over to the scrap corner and found some white acrylic to use. It was perfect size, and so I wouldn't have to buy any raw materials. I measured it, making sure to do the trick, cut a couple pieces, and we're ready to set the machine up. I already had something set up, so I had to go ahead and remove that and vacuum up any of the mess from that previous job. So using the shop vac, I get in there, making sure it gets nice and clean, and I'm ready to start setting up the new part. Using a couple wrenches, I removed the old end mill. And for this job, I'm going to use a 3/16 diameter flat end mill. Make sure it's nice and tight, and good to go there. Next, I start setting up the acrylic that I'm going to be cutting. Using 4 clamps, I clamp it on each corner nice and tight to make sure that it won't move during cutting. Next, using a tape measure, I measure and make a tick mark to the center of the part, because that's going to be my 0. And then we turn the router on and manually move the spindle over to where that tick mark I made. I usually just eyeball it. The material I chose is oversized to make sure my alignment doesn't have to be super precise. Next, press go and just sit back and watch. After the first cutout was made, I took an Nespresso pod and just did a quick fit check, make sure it's going to fit before pressing go and letting the router do finish off the part. Minutes later, it's all done. Using the shop vac, I clean up all the material and remove the finished part. Looks good. I made 2 others, but I don't want to bore you with the details, so now let's go home and see how it looks. I cleaned out the drawer, make sure everything's nice and clean. I went ahead and removed the liner from the acrylic, and I'm ready to install. You'll notice there's these notches that I created to allow them to fit like puzzle pieces so that they'll stay in alignment with each other. I did this to accommodate different drawer sizes. I could have easily measured my drawer and made something that fits specifically on mine, but I wanted to make something to fit with all size drawers. And then the last step is to just organize.
I really do.
To cap off a hard day's work, I decided to enjoy a nice cup of coffee from my newly organized drawer. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more. Looks like Riley approves.
Better? You proud of me? Good.